morning, you guys. Welcome to my channel. I am the Crafty Mamas. If you're new to my channel, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm doing a quick tutorial today. I've been getting a couple requests on TikTok and Instagram, and this one was one that I planned on doing anyways. It's a small balloon bouquet. So I'm going to show you quick little steps to make a small bouquet for someone special in your life if you're ever interested. So again, if you're new to my channel, thank you guys so much. If you're coming from TikTok, thank you guys again. I love you guys. Thank you for the love and the support. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. So let's get into it, you guys. All right, you guys, so I'm just going to show you a couple things that I'm going to be using for this video. Again, I said this video is going to be very beginner friendly. It's going to be very simple. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy. And I will be showing you guys the items that I'm going to be using. For example, I have my sizer, which I'm going to be using for this tutorial. I'm going to be using the size 7-inch, and then I'm also going to be using my 8-inch, which is right here. Sizers are very helpful when you're doing columns or balloon bouquets because you do want it to kind of look a little uniform. So I highly recommend them for this type of bouquet. But if you don't have them, you can always eyeball it. A lot of times I eyeball my balloons myself as well. I don't always use my sizer. So don't be like, oh my God, I need a sizer, because it's not something that you definitely need. But I highly recommend it. Obviously I have my balloon pump. This one is one of my favorites. It's a very affordable. You can find it at any local party supply store. You can find it on Amazon. That's where I normally recommend all my students to get it. We're also going to be using balloons. These are my 11-inch balloons. This is the color that I will be using, and this is the brand. I highly recommend this brand for anyone that's trying to go into the business and is looking for a good quality brand. There it is. And then I'm also going to be using my 260 balloon. I love these balloons. They're so helpful. There's so many things that you can do with them. They help you in any little thing. There's, like I said, 101 ways that you can use this to make your balloon garlands or balloon columns or anything like that to the next level. So I highly recommend these. I have my foil balloon, but it's all the way down there, so I'm not going to show you guys the balloon. I already did blow it up because I made a TikTok out of this video, so it's already blown up. But this is what I'm going to be using. It's a foil balloon. The size was a 32. Personally, I don't think it's a 32. I did purchase this off of Amazon, and one of the complaints on the Amazon video comments about this balloon was that the size was a little off, and I absolutely do think it's off. It's not a 32 at all. I think if anything, it might be a 24 to an 18. I'm not very good with my sizes, but that's definitely not a 32. But I thought it would be perfect for the size of garland that I'm doing now. That way it's a little bit more, you guys can visually see it a little bit better, if that makes sense. So I showed you all of the things that I have. As far as when I blew up my my foil balloon, I typically like to use one of these, and I got this at Party City. I think it was like $5.99, but my son wanted to be helpful and he broke it, so wah wah wah. Now something that sometimes comes in these little packets is a little straw. Honestly, I love these little straws. They're so convenient. And they honestly do the trick. Obviously, if you have like a huge balloon, it might take a while and a little bit you might get a little out of breath. But honestly, if you don't have one of these, straws will do the trick, you guys. Just a little hint right there. Okay, you guys, so let's get started on this. So I'm just gonna grab 2 balloons here, just like that. And I'm gonna raise this, that way you guys can see it. Just like that. All dry, and then we're gonna get started. So now that we're getting started, I'm gonna grab my balloons and I'm gonna start filling them up. I'm gonna be using my sizer to get that 8-inch size on the first 4 that I'm doing, and then I'm gonna be doing another 4, which I'm gonna be using the 7-inch size. With balloon columns or bouquets, you do want them to look uniform. That way one balloon isn't bigger than the other. The column or balloon bouquet starts looking a little funny if your balloons aren't the same size. So I highly recommend a sizer for this. And just like I was saying before, I typically tie my balloons super fast, but I do have acrylics right now, so it's giving me a little bit of an issue. Typically I don't have acrylics, but you know how that goes. I wanted to treat myself. But anyways, and I have my sizer here. Now I'm switching to my 7-inch, just like I said before. The balloons that I'm using are Quadalex. I use them quite a lot. I do like the quality. A lot of people always ask me what kind of balloons I like to use. I like to use Quadalex, Gamar, and Balloonia. Those are my kind of like go-to. My vendor near my home has them, so they're really easy for me to get my hands on. So yeah. So if you're familiar with any of my TikToks or any of my other YouTubes, the way that I tie my balloons is pretty simple. I try to tie my balloons together all at once. That way I'm not tying them individually. It saves a lot more time, but to each their own. Now I'm gonna start crossing these here. So you have 2 sets, you cross them right in the middle, and I recommend to cross them more than just once because they can, you know, separate if you only cross them a couple times. So just like that. And again, I do this in all of my videos that I post on TikTok, so you're familiar with how I do it. And most people that make balloons do the same technique that I'm doing. Some may do it just slightly different. Everybody has their own techniques and ways of doing things. So now that I've blown up my 8 balloons, I'm gonna grab a balloon and I'm gonna fill it up with water. It doesn't have to be extremely full. This is a perfect size. So this is gonna play as the base. This is an important part of keeping your balloon bouquet in place, if that makes sense. So you're gonna grab your biggest set of balloons, which is the 8 size, and you're just gonna find, for example, this side right here. You can see that it has some balloons like that right there. You're gonna grab this and you're gonna tie it on there. Right now I got my nails done. Typically I don't have them, I don't have acrylics, I have my natural nail. But I had some downtime. I didn't have any parties or anything like that coming up. So I thought I would treat myself to, you know, a couple nails. And it's definitely made it a little harder for me to get my balloons and work with them. I mean, I can still do it. It just definitely like takes a little bit. It's a little bit more of a struggle, see? But anyways, it shouldn't be that hard. It's typically not for me. So what it's gonna look like, it's gonna look like that. And obviously you wanna do it a little neater. Obviously, like I said, I have my nails done and typically I don't. But that's how it's gonna look, and it's gonna serve as the base. So just to show you guys, I'm gonna lay it like that. And I'm gonna move my camera back a little bit just so you guys can see it a little bit better. So this is gonna be the base right there. And then you're gonna have your balloon, which is the smaller one. And this one you're gonna put right on top of there. So you don't wanna put it this way. I mean, you can, but you would put it this way. If you wanna put it this way, what you wanna do is, because there's gonna be a gap right here, that's why you wanna put it this way. That's why you don't see a gap, if that makes sense. So the next step, you're gonna be grabbing your foil balloon, which is like this. And like I said, this is definitely not a 32-inch. I don't feel like it is. I turn it around and I put it right between my thighs with your 260 balloon. And I'm gonna get a little closer so you guys can see it. Right there. Your 260 balloon. You're gonna grab it and you're gonna start rolling it in. And then once you get to the bottom, you're gonna tie it. So you're obviously gonna have two sides to it. Once you've tied it, it's ready to go. So you put your balloon down. I didn't cross these big enough, enough times. So you have that. You're gonna put it there, and again, I'll just move a little back so you guys can see that. So you have the one with the base right there. And you're gonna put it down. Then you're gonna put this one over it, just like that. Now you have your balloon, your number one balloon, and you're gonna put it right smack in the center right there. And what you're gonna do with the balloon here, you're gonna start crossing it. You need to do it from this angle too. You wanna pull it down, and you're gonna put this all the way down here. You're gonna tie it. Voila. And again, I'm so sorry about the camera. For some reason, I keep lifting it and it's giving me some issues. It keeps on going down. But you guys should be able to see it now. There it is. So this is a cute little column. Not a cute little column, but I guess you can call it a column. But a cute little bouquet that you can make at home with just a couple of things. And you should be able to find all of these things on Amazon. You should be able to find them in your local party supply store. Very simple. You can make somebody's day, and obviously we can spruce this up a little bit and add a couple more things in there if you really want to take it up to the next step. But like I said, it's beautiful, it's cute, and for any of your beginners, if you guys are interested in learning how to make garlands and more, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm hosting classes to teach you guys steps on how to get to the next step, how to start your own business, how to, kind of like a beginner's course for balloon garlands and more. So again, thank you guys so much for joining my video. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, DM me, follow me on Instagram. I'm under M Supreme with Instagram and TikTok, and my business page is Events by Maggie. So thank you guys again.